Now let's take those basic structures and let's put them in 360 degrees. And we're going to end up with two structures, a basin or a dome. So, a basin is nothing more than a syncline in 360 degrees. A dome is nothing more than an anticline in 360 degrees. So I want you to think of this. Think of your basin as a cereal bowl. If I have a cereal bowl and I cut it in half, no matter how I cut it, whether it's straight down the middle or off to the side or whatever angle, it's always going to look like a smiley face in cross-section. That's how I know it's a syncline. My dome, let's take that cereal bowl and turn it upside down. No matter which way I cut it, it's always going to look like a frowny face in cross-section. That tells me it's an anticline. Now, let's take a look at each. So a basin, syncline in 360 degrees. So I can recognize that this is a basin in two ways. One, I see the smiley face in cross-section, telling me it's a basin. Two, it has the same, well, first of all, we notice it's a bullseye pattern, so it tells me it's a circle in 360 degrees. But notice it has the same pattern of rocks. My older are on the outside, and my younger is in the middle. So that tells me, right, that that's that syncline in 360 degrees, right, which is my basin. Now, if we want to add strike and dip to this, this can be a little bit more tricky. Because remember, a circle really has infinite directions of strike or dip. But let's just do our four cardinal directions. Now, let's look at this. Are my rocks dipping towards the middle or away from the outside? Remember, your basin is like a cereal bowl. If I were to put a Cheerio on the edge of the cereal bowl, which way would it roll? Hopefully you said towards the middle. Right? So here we see that all of our beds are dipping towards the middle. So a basin, right, they all dip towards that middlemost part. Now let's look at a dome. Remember, a dome is an anticline in 360 degrees. I can recognize this again two ways. I see the frowny face in cross-section, and I see that same pattern of rocks. My oldest is in the middle, and my youngest is on the outside. Again, showing me that my dome is the anticline in 360 degrees. So let's think about the strike and dips. Alright, so there's my strike. Remember, let's turn that cereal bowl upside down. If I was to put a Cheerio on here, which way would it roll? Hopefully you said either off to the sides, showing me that my beds dip away from the middlemost point in a dome.